Hello, and welcome to Sequence. I decided to do this on the fly in between working on King's Quest 8, because this will be a lot faster and easier to do, I think. And I've been playing this game a bit just to get a feel for it, and I think so now is a good time to go ahead and give it a shot. So let's start off. So we've got 4 different difficulty levels, and I've actually been playing by myself on hard, and I think that's probably not a good difficulty to go with for the LP, so I'm going to go for medium, for those musically challenged yet stubborn. I think that fits me pretty well, so let's get right into it.
Ugh. God, my head. What the hell just... My wallet. Someone stole my damn wallet. Great. I'm penniless and stuck in some gothic funhouse. Unless this is a dream. Nope. My brain feels like it was stabbed by a hobo. It's gotta be real. But how did I get here? I remember I was in my apartment, getting ready for bed.
You're talking to yourself. Really?
Who's there?
Me.
Where are you?
Up here. Intercom. My name's Naya.
That's a weird name.
I get that a lot.
Did you steal my wallet?
Yeah, I stole your wallet for drug money and then decided to confess my sins via intercom. Wait, hold on. I have to do this bump of cocaine.
Uh-huh. Well, do you know who took it?
Nope, I've only been watching for a few minutes.
You can see me?
Unfortunately, yes. You should really work on your look. It's a little dated.
I don't need to... Look, I just woke up and I can't remember how I got here. I think I may have been drugged, or...
You weren't drugged.
Then what the hell happened?
I'm not at liberty to say.
And why not?
I'm not at liberty to say that either. Look, I've been assigned to guide you through the tower, which will try its very darndest to kill you at every turn.
Darndest?
Shut up.
This place is a little creepy, I'll admit, but I think I can manage. Go date rape and piss off someone else. I'm... Whoa! What the hell?
Damn it, you arrogant jerk. I'm trying to help you.
Good, go! Help! Get this thing the hell away from me!
Hey, is it... Oh, okay. It's this one. Got it.
What? What was that?
A saving grace, hotshot. I can't do those often, so I suggest you calm down and listen up.
Okay.
I'm gonna break down basic training into several lessons. You can repeat a lesson if you want, or even skip them, though I wouldn't recommend it. I'm only doing this once.
Alright, so tutorials are normally something I'd skip, because I know how to play the game. But this game is a little bit different from most, and I think if I just went into it, you might be a little confused about what's going on. So I'm gonna go through the tutorial real quick, and hopefully this doesn't take us
What the hell is this? Am I on crystal meth?
This is how you'll be fighting off your adversaries. Your health is represented by your HP, down on the left in green. If it reaches 0, bang, game over.
Game over?
It's a metaphor for death. Your opponent's health is on the right in red. Knock it down to 0, and you've won. Now, you'll notice there's music playing in the background. The gems come down from the top of the screen in one of 4 directions. You can clear a gem when it reaches the gray stationary arrows. The gems are aligned with the beat of the music. Try to clear the gems by listening to the music, not by trying to watch their exact positions. Oh, and you can either use the arrow keys or WASD to clear gems. Sometimes you'll need to use both. Let's try it out. A gem's going to come down. And right here, you'll hit the corresponding direction. Got it?
Sure.
Let's try it out. Go ahead and clear this gem. Fantastic. Brilliantly done. I would give you a gold star, but you're beyond gold stars. Occasionally, 2 gems will come down at once.
I think that the recording fraps might be causing it to hitch, which might cause problems.
Alright, let's try a double.
We'll see about that.
Woot.
So I did it?
You did indeed. Let's move on to lesson 2.
I think I might be able to do it just by following the beat, but I don't know. This might be a problem later on.
Alright, lesson 2.
Guess I'll figure it out as I go.
Will you be as condescending and rude in the...
Yes. So, you can see 3 boxes. We call these fields. Each one will contain a separate stream of gems and each has a specific function.
Can I hit all 3 at once?
Nope. In order to switch between them, you'll need to use the Q and E keys. Go ahead and give it a try. Move between the fields a bit. Yep, just like that. So, what does each field do? Let's break it down. This one in red is the defensive field. I'm going to disable your ability to clear gems. Let's see what happens. You lose HP. Every gem you fail to clear in the defensive field will damage you by a certain amount. There are also glowing gems which do more damage. They look like this. That one had a blue glow which does 2 times damage. There are other types as well. A green glow does 3 times damage, yellow does 5 times damage, and red does a bow emptying 10 times damage.
Okay. What are the other 2 fields?
Go ahead, switch to the green one. This is the spell field. This is where you'll be casting various spells to do damage to the opponent, heal yourself, etc. For now, don't worry about it. We'll cover casting spells in the next lesson.
Alright. And the last field?
Go ahead and switch over. This is the mana field. Here, each gem you clear will yield a sparkling 1 mana point regain.
Mana?
You'll expend mana when casting spells, and this is the only way to regain that mana in battle.
And it's pronounced mana.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many people get that wrong. Anyway, there's no penalty for failing to clear gems in this field. If you see a deluge of gems bearing down, don't worry. Just switch here when you need the mana.
Alright, got it.
I do decree it's lesson 3. Go ahead and switch to the spell field for me. Great. So, there are a wonderful variety of spells. You've only got 2 to start off, but you'll eventually learn more. Your spells are located at the bottom of the screen. See that crazy circle thing? We call that the spell ring. Hit a numbered hotkey to activate the spell.
And that costs mana, right?
Right. The specific amount is shown inside the spell ring. If you don't have enough, you can't activate the spell.
I thought we were casting spells.
Well, right. To actually cast the spell, you'll need to successfully hit all the gems inserted into the spell field.
And what happens if I miss one?
Well, nothing. You'll fail the spell and you'll have wasted whatever mana you spent.
Not rad.
Totally not rad. Alright, go ahead and cast Arclight, the orange spell on the right of the spell ring. It's a standard direct damage spell. Go ahead and hit the 1 key to activate the spell. Excellent. You can see that your mana decreased by the cost of the spell. Now clear the gems. Hey, alright. Notice you did a bit of damage to the enemy.
Hooray.
Each spell has a certain cooldown time as well. You won't be able to recast until the black stage on the spell ring refills.
Got it.
Your other spell, though we're not going to cast it here, is Barrier. It has the effect of reducing the number of incoming gems in the defensive field for a short period of time.
Just weird, the music is kind of loud.
So I'll take less damage?
Right. If you're getting slaughtered while trying to attack, try keeping up an active barrier spell.
Strategy.
Alright, and that's the battle tutorial.
Well, that's about it for the basics of combat.
So we're done?
Nuh-uh. What's a class without a final exam?
Good one.
On a scale of 1 to stop whining, shut your face. We're gonna send you through a battle, and you're not moving on until you win.
Fine.
All right, remember what you learned. Good luck.
Alright, let's do this. Okay, so the gems are coming down smoothly now, so it might have just been something about the tutorial was causing them to come down kind of shaky. It's a little bit. It's really probably come on, fill up. Early battles go a bit slow since you only have one spells. But we'll fix that in time.
Okay, I think I've got it. Kind of.
Well, you're the one who said you were ready to move on. Don't blame me if you end up splattered on the wall.
Don't worry. It's hard to blame people when you're dead.
Oh, you.
Just tell me where I am.
We call it the Tower. I can tell you that this place was designed to test certain individuals. Very few are brought in, and very few survive.
But why me? What's the point?
Who knows? I'm just your guide, your shepherd. I do what the big boys say. But trust me when I say I'm on your side.
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Nope.
What now?
Well, new best buddy, I think I need a name.
It's Kai.
Ooh, that's a weird name.
You're really annoying, you know.
Sorry. All right, this is how it works. There are 7 levels of the tower, and you're on floor the 1st. Get through all 7 levels, and you'll be set free.
Just like that.
Poof, just like that. To advance to the next level, you'll need a key. You can make one a bit later.
Okay.
So I know you're eager to charge into battle.
I don't...
There's another one of those tentacle-y things nearby.
Naya,
Oh, snap, there it is. Get it.
Alrighty. So, yeah, this game has kind of a unique, style of gameplay, I guess you could say. Which on paper you wouldn't really think would work that well. Combining, RPG mechanics with kind of DDR played on keyboard. Which, sounds like it would be kind of not very exciting because, as I recall, when I was younger, I would cheat at DDR by using a controller. But as you can see, this game has more to it than just, pressing buttons. So it works out pretty well, and we're gonna start out pretty basic, but things are gonna get a lot trickier as we go on.
Congratulations! You're not dead.
that was easy.
Sure it was.
What's this stone it dropped?
Oh, come on, it's obsidian. Didn't you study geology?
Nope, I'm woefully ignorant. I was just surprised a creepy tentacle monster was carrying around an extrusive igneous volcanic byproduct.
Ooh, I'm impressed. Well, obsidian is a fairly standard ingredient. You'll need to fight stronger enemies for the rarer components.
If things get rough, you can just do that flashy thing again, right?
I can't actually see what's going on in your battles. If you're confident enough to fight, I have to trust that you can finish. Besides, I think I only have 2 more of those saving graces, so I'd rather not use them against the weakest damn things in the tower.
Fair enough.
Let's go ahead and get you to the safe room. It's right down the hallway. Oh, not that. There we go. It's through that big, cozy-looking doorway over there. See it?
The one with the bloodstains.
Yeah.
Right.
See? Nothing to be afraid of.
I guess. What's all this stuff here?
In the safe room, you've got access to your items, your equipment, your spells, the whole deal. It's your home base, so to speak.
I won't be attacked here?
Save for my verbal lashings? Correct. We're going to run through all the systems at your disposal in here. Here are a few more ingredients. And a whole bunch of recipes as well. When you're ready, go ahead and pull up the gear screen.
I don't have much to say right
Whoa.
here since
This looks complicated.
the characters are talking.
This is the item screen, where you'll manage your items, equipment, and synthesis. On the left, we can see your statistics. You're at level 1, but you'll rise quickly. Your other relevant statistics are shown as well.
My offense is 5? Why 5? This is so arbitrary.
You look like a 5. The middle of the screen shows your inventory. The first pane displays your recipes, which are used for synthesis.
Which is...
We'll get to synthesis in a bit. Go ahead and hit the E key to switch to the weapon panel. Here we have your available weapons. Go ahead and equip the butter knife I gave you earlier.
How?
Just highlight the knife and hit enter twice. You'll equip the item and you'll see a corresponding increase in your offensive rating.
So is Kai also using a keyboard?
Great. Go to the armor pane and equip the bronze armor for a defensive bonus.
This is all kind of meta. You should read the item descriptions because they're all pretty hilarious. Pretty much every single item in this game is a pun in some fashion.
Similarly, you'll eventually obtain accessories to equip as well. Switch over to the other pane. Here you'll find items that you can use to increase your abilities and key items that permanently bestow some sort of bonus. I gave you the key item spell slot 3, which allows you to use a third spell during battle.
Oh, good. Casting Arclight was getting boring.
We'll equip a new spell in a bit. Next pane, please. One type of item you can synthesize are scrolls, which appear here. If you have one, you can pay a certain amount of experience points to either practice or learn the spell.
Wait, what? How does paying experience points make any sense?
Oh, come on. Does it make any less sense than one single quantitative value accurately representing the whole of your fighting abilities and knowledge?
Good point.
Anyway, when you learn a spell, you'll need to accomplish some goal, like obtaining a certain efficiency percentage or chaining together a long combo. Each spell will have specific requirements.
I guess I'll worry about it when I've got a scroll.
All right, last pane. Switch on over. This is the raw materials pane, which will display your materials for synthesis. Pretty simple. Go ahead and switch back to the recipes pane. If you have the necessary ingredients, a recipe will be listed in white. From there, just hit enter twice to begin synthesis. Go ahead and try synthing a black potion, whenever you're ready. Here you can control the odds of a successful synthesis. The better the odds, the more XP the synth will run you.
I won't always succeed?
This isn't a second-grade soccer league. You'll fail, and it'll suck when you do. You won't lose the items, but you'll lose the experience. Of course, the better the item is, the harder it'll be to synth. Also, you max out at a 95% chance of success. No freebies.
Lame.
Go ahead and synth this one out. I'll make sure it succeeds. Just this once.
Well, of course, the logical thing is to exploit the hell out of that. I think a 0.1 chance of success will work.
Congratulations, you've sent the black potion. Go over to the other pane and swig it down. It'll permanently increase your HP by 2.
Do I really want to drink this? Oh well, I guess it's more delicious than a mushroom that came out of a zombie.
Cool.
Yes, very cool. One last thing. In addition to synthing, you can desynth materials, weapons, armor, and accessories. Just hit 1 to decompose an item into some extra experience points.
So it's kind of like selling the equipment.
Sort of. Alright, that's it for the gear screen. When you're done, go ahead and exit back out to the safe room by hitting the escape key. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to set which spells you can use during battle. It won't take long, and then we'll finally be done with all this tutorial stuff.
Thank God.
Go ahead and select Spell Set from the menu. This is the very last tutorial. Pinky swear.
Oh, well, you must be telling the truth then.
Pinky swears are serious.
So what is this?
There isn't really much to this screen. In the top left, you can see all available spells you've learned so far.
Got it.
You can test out any spell in this list by casting it with the 1 key. Make sure you've got the rhythm to consistently cast a spell before inserting it into the ring.
And how exactly might one do such a thing?
Simply select the spell, hit enter twice, and then choose its hotkey. Easy.
Let me guess, you want me to assign a 3rd spell to that empty slot.
Oh, my baby's almost ready to leave the nest.
I think I'll choose another direct damage spell.
That's pretty much it. By the way, you have access to a healing spell now. It'll help out against more difficult enemies.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
And we're done?
We're done.
Alright, so now I think I'm free to do what I want.
So head out onto the
Almost.
floor to collect the necessary ingredients for Key the First. Just tell me which enemies you'd like to battle.
Got it.
Alright, so basically here's how the game is structured. On each floor we get a collection of these recipes here. And as you can see, each one has a listing of what items you need to make it. And so we need to fight monsters and make whatever recipes we want. And we at least need to make the key to get out. I tend to get all of them, and I'll be doing that here. If it takes too long, I'll probably do some of it off screen, but, you know. So, pretty much, we're just gonna go out and pick an enemy to fight, and we have a selection of 3 different enemies, and each one will drop 3 items, and that's how the game works, more or less. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and fight the Holiday Wampa. I thought that Wampa was only in holiday mode on Christmas or something. I don't know. So, I don't know if this is gonna end up dragging on, because I don't want to create too much dead air while I'm just grinding and stuff. Where I have to finish some of these things. Pretty much, I'll definitely fight each monster at least once. And I'll try to show you what all of the items look like. If I just do that, each episode might come out kind of short. Otherwise, if I do all the grinding, it might come out kind of long. But that's why I decided to run the stopwatch. just so I get an idea of how much time I'm spending on this stuff. So let's see, I should pick something I want to make. Why don't we make the iridescent battle axe? So we need... I don't have any obsidian, I used it all up. Obsidian and hipster cotton. I think this guy's got hipster cotton. And as you can probably tell, this game's got some pretty sweet tunes. And we'll be seeing these songs coming up throughout the game. I was really hoping every monster would have a unique track. You won't see the same track repeated on the same floor, but you will see tracks repeated quite frequently. And as I'd hoped, having practiced on hard mode of it, this is actually really easy right now, compared to what I've been doing. Which is good, because if I'm struggling to cast spells and stuff, these battles might kind of drag on. One thing to note is that if the song runs out, and you can see there's a time remaining bar at the bottom, if the song runs out, then we lose, which is something you'd think that they would note. Funnily enough, the timer is running during the tutorial, and I've never actually let the tutorial run out of time and fail, which might be kind of funny to see that, but you know, I don't want to sit here and waste time. So let's see. So these are the raw items where the majority of the puns are stored, although there are a fair number in other items, and I don't think I got a good look at the butter knife. So I'll try and show off all of those if I can. And we know this guy drops obsidian. Kind of the first thing you do on any floor is kind of feel out which enemies drop what, so that you kind of know what the hell you're even doing. And we've gotten a pretty good idea of how each of these enemies play. I should actually do a rundown of the stats on the enemy screen, which is something the game also didn't cover. I guess it's just kind of meant to be obvious or something. I don't know. I don't think that grinding through turns on the first floor will take too long, although for the later floors it might, so we'll see how that works. I try to avoid losing levels, because you can do that. I think I'll just, this guy has a good chance of dropping some items, so I think I'll try that out. Oh yeah, explaining stuff on the enemy screen. I'll remember next time. But yeah, in hard mode, all of the spells have arrows, and I think the enemies also drop a lot of gems in the defensive. And also, the arrows in the mana field give 2 mana in this mode and 1 mana apiece in hard mode, so that makes mana regeneration a lot slower, which is one of the things that makes the fight drag on. Funnily enough, the fights actually seem to get shorter the further I get into the tower, just as my combat efficiency increases. So I generally go for 75% or 80%, around that range, and that succeeds most of the time, although you still occasionally do get flubs. And you will see those throughout the LP. Let's see. And as soon as I'm done with a weapon, it's good to just desynth it, so that I can get lots of experience. And experience gems have no use but to desynth them, so they're just like nice little bottles of XP that you just pop open and eat. When you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So let's see. So we did get a weapon from this guy. So not all of the items are essential for crafting. Some of them you can actually go the whole game without ever seeing. Quite a few of them, but I do try to see all of the content and get every item at least once. And definitely try to also craft all of the optional things because, well, some of them probably aren't necessary, but I'm kind of a completionist. Plus, you gotta see all the farms, right? And I forgot again. This is how terrible my memory is. I will endeavor to remember the next enemy we fight to look over the screen. I need some kind of like cue card to remind me what I'm doing. But I think we are we're in pretty good shape here. Oh, come on. There we go. That's one derp fish down. And we got an accessory. We didn't get much else. Sometimes you'll get unlucky and you just won't get much of anything from them. Sometimes you will get literally nothing. That does happen. It sucks. Alright, so let's just take this guy as an example. So, HP, offense, and defense are probably pretty self-explanatory. Since the monsters attack in kind of an unconventional way, I think offense just means how many gems they drop. And spectrum is a pretty important variable that might be a little hard to parse. But basically this just shows the rate of which gems they drop. Most enemies' spectrum meters will be mostly white with maybe some larger patches of blue, green, and a little bit of yellow and red like this guy here. And you'll see they kind of maintain that pattern. But there will be enemies that vary it up over the course of the game. So these guys really aren't all that threatening. And pretty soon I'll probably just be blowing them up in just a couple shots or so. Because I am leveling up pretty rapidly in this early stage of the game. Oops. This is what happens when I try too hard to multitask. And oh yeah, I kind of skipped over that. The reason I didn't touch on flow is because I don't actually know what it means. It's possible that flow has to do with how often the enemy creates long runs of gems. Because I have seen enemies that will just kind of buckle down and start dropping gems like constantly. Makes it kind of hard to cast stuff. Generally, I kind of try for a relatively, for difficulty ones, I just always go for 95% because they cost so little. Anyway, what was I saying? Generally, I tried to go for kind of a pretty offensive strategy, just to try and end it quickly, and so I kind of pass up a lot of level loss. I pass up a lot of defensive gems just because if they die first, it doesn't really matter. And so these guys are at the point where they die pretty fast, which is nice. I like that. I don't really like spheric. It's for its power level, it's pretty expensive, which is kind of a hindrance. It's more so in the hard mode where 18 mana means getting 18 gems in total. Oh come on, it's a 75% chance. This is gonna happen where I have a really good chance of getting something, but I just get it over and over. So in medium mode, it's a lot easier, I think. In fact, I think, judging from what I'm seeing here, medium is probably going to be a pretty significant step down in difficulty from hard mode. stick to your spell instead of abandoning it to protect yourself, because, like I said, if you kill them really fast, it doesn't really matter if they're doing a lot of damage to you. Let's see now. Okay. And we're doing 34 minutes. That's pretty good. So we need bottomless pits, quite a few of them. 2. I guess that's quite a few. So scrolls are how you learn spells, and I think you can practice them, which is usually a good idea, because if you fail, you lose all the experience you spend. But I'm going to try not to practice too much, just because it can use a lot of time. In hard mode, I had to practice a lot because these can be very, very hard. But I think I can handle this, and I don't want to bog down the LP too much with my practicing. And if I get a really hard scroll, I might end up just practicing it off screen, because I don't think I'll be able to fill this air with commentary for all of that time. I don't want to just kind of be sitting here for like an hour in silence as you just watch me fail at arrows. So there's 2 types of spell learning that you're going to run into. This one is basically your kind of just basic DDR style play through the whole song, and when you get to the end, if you have a high enough percent, you pass. The other type is to get a note combo, which basically means you just have to not miss any for that length of time. And those tend to be shorter, because as soon as you get the appropriate combo, as soon as you get the appropriate combo, the song just immediately ends. With this one, no matter how well you're doing, you've got to play all the way to the end of the song, as you would probably expect. And some of these songs are quite long, so some of these can kind of be a marathon run of arrow storms. But these early ones are going to be pretty forgiving. As you can see, I haven't missed one, because I've been working up my arrow pressing muscles in hard mode, so these scrolls probably aren't going to give me much of a challenge at all. Let's see, we're getting down to the end here. I'll feel pretty good if I get 100% on camera. Not that it makes any difference. I mean, the game doesn't give you any better result. It's just pass-fail, so it's just an ego booster if you do really well. I'm gonna like miss the last one. It's gonna be terrible. I really love the soundtrack of this game too, and it's a really good thing too, because as you would probably expect with this type of game, even if the mechanics were pretty innovative, and they really did well with the whole RPG thing, if you don't like the music, it's not going to be a lot of fun, I imagine. But just about every single combat song is just completely awesome. So it's really a joy to kind of play through these and kind of feel bump to the rhythm. And this one is going to be over fast, I think. One thing is that you can use a combination of WASD and the arrow keys to kind of get certain combinations better. I don't like to do that because I can't really kind of handle the double handing with that kind of thing. The one thing that can kind of throw you off is repeated series of up and down, because pressing up and down at the same time is kind of an awkward motion, and I tend to just do it with one finger, just pressing down on both of them. Overall, handling up and down arrows tends to be more difficult just because of the way they're positioned on the keyboard. So I often resort to button mashing when they get really dense. Oh yeah, I should actually look at my spells and see if there's anything worth adding. I haven't really been using barrier. I think I might try Fallout. I should practice it at least like one time, just so I know what it looks like. Okay, that's pretty easy. And yeah, Fallout is a poison type of thing. Actually, hold on a second. I need to make sure I know what I'm trying to get. So, bottomless pits. Need one more rubber cement, hipster cotton. I basically need one of everything, at least. Let's get a bottomless pit first, because then we can actually make something. So I really don't know what's up with the holiday thing exactly, because there's an achievement for defeating the holiday wombo, and I hadn't gotten it till now, so I figured that, you know, it's in Christmas, you gotta play the game with Christmas around Christmas, but then it started showing up and around here, and the holiday wombo celebrating 4th of July, but usually it doesn't have that hat, really. I say usually, maybe they just put it on permanently to let everyone get the achievement, I don't know. That wasn't so tough. And we got a bottomless pit, just as we hoped. Are there any items I haven't looked at? Grape juice? I think I haven't looked at that yet. It's gonna be tough remembering to look at all of the raw ingredients, because you don't really have to. You know, you can just look at what you've got on the recipe pane. I think that one's kind of funny. Just barely. Come on. There it goes, okay. What else do I need? I need hipster cotton. And yeah, you're gonna notice pretty fast that the items in this game are fairly abstract. It's kind of a weird meta thing in this game where it's kind of intentionally made a game because it's kind of, you know, you can kind of tell that it's kind of intentionally playing on RPG tropes like that. And that'll kind of, I don't want to say too much. I'm gonna say something stupid and spoil the whole game. But over time, you'll kind of see a range of entirely nonsensical items throughout the game. Jeez, Ferric is weak. Let's finish this dirt fish. I hope I get the third item. I've already forgotten what it is. Fanny pack. Okay, I want to give this another try. There we go, okay. Sometimes you can get unlucky and have multiple failures. We can descent this because we don't need it. This is exactly the kind of stupid humor that I love, so... I just love all of the ridiculous puns in this game. We still need hipster cotton, because Derpfish did not give us any hipster cotton. I have a habit of going to the lawn field just to kind of idle there, even though it doesn't really give me anything right near the beginning of the level. I feel kind of like I have all this luxury of having double in this game. Makes everything seem so much easier. Which does that? Hipster cotton. So we need one bottomless pit, one rubber cement. Gotta remember to descent the straw man. Let's see, this guy's got rubber cement, 75% chance, so we've got a decent chance of getting it. It's gotta be a psychology thing or whatever, but it always feels like the stated chance is much higher than what the actual chance of getting the item is in practice. It's one of those things where people are kind of innately bad at statistics, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's all in your head or if the game really is screwing you over. And I'm sure if you statistically measure it, it would come out to about the same as the stated. Both of those are more than 50 chance, so it seems like my chances of getting at least one of them would be pretty good. But you know, unless I actually do statistical tests, it's hard to tell, because I mean, it's not like the chance of missing them both is extremely unlikely. It just, you wouldn't normally expect it to happen. There's a pretty good chance of getting at least one. But maybe I'm just grumpy because I want those items and I'm not getting them. That might be it. Also, I gotta say, Fallout so far is not impressing me. Just because the effect is kind of takes a while to kick in. And by the time I've got it going, I'm kind of finishing off the battle, so maybe I should trade it off for Dusk Till Dawn. What's that look like again? And this will be the first of the spells that is kind of divided into multiple parts. Those ones kind of force you to kind of manage your time. And we do need one more bottomless pit, right? That's what we're getting. I need to keep a better focus on what I'm going for. But yeah, over time we'll eventually see spells that take up to they're divided into like 3 different sections. And I'm really high up, I even go as high as 4. I haven't forgotten all of it. I don't think it would go 4, but I'm not certain. So let's try our new spell. And it is you've noticed I can queue up spells too, which is really convenient because then you've just got a stream of spells coming down from the top. And later on in the game, I'll generally open by like queuing up 3 spells in a row just to kind of knock the enemy down to like way low health in, you know, the first 30 seconds or so. I think we're all set to make the key. We need to burn some things to have enough though. Descent the magic staff. Can we do this? Yes. Come on. We got this. Yeah. And that is all our recipes made. We're not gonna need these materials again, so I'm just gonna eat them. I call decenting eating a lot because, well, yeah. I think we're all set. Let's do this.
Hey, you did it.
Yeah, huh. How are these ingredients mixing like this anyway? There's no catalyst, no casting mold, no...
Hey, look, it's the keyhole. Go insert your new key, you handsome young man, you.
Young man? How old are you?
24.
You're the same age I am.
What are you getting at here? If you say 24 isn't young, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Through the intercom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Naya?
Yeah.
There's a guy here.
Yeah, I can see him.
Why is there a guy here?
Because you need to fight him.
Were you planning on informing me of this at any point?
How would that be any fun?
I hate you.
Oh, I dare say. I call into question your sexual orientation. Good sir, I do posit that your mother has maintained intimate relations with men other than her chosen spouse. Yes.
Naya?
This is Percival, the first guardian. Each guardian is, shall we say, unique.
Speaketh the lady true, Sir Percival at your service. Might I say, your pantaloons and frock are shoddy and poorly made. Oh,
Is this a rap battle?
your intelligence is well below the expected average for a white male. Perhaps you are of other ethnic descent?
Okay, it's a racist rap battle.
Everyone was racist in Victorian times.
Come, do your worst. Lay at me with your finest jibes.
Naya, I don't actually have to insult him, do I?
No, but, I mean, look at him. He's asking for it. Literally.
His face is stupid.
You knave! Oh, you buffoonish lummox! Your words are poisoned bombs! I shall remove the piss from thee!
I'd like to see you try, Knickerbocker.
Bring it thou!
So, one thing that you're gonna notice about this particular game is that, unlike King's Quest 8, this game kind of makes its own humor intentionally. So I might have less to say, just because I don't want to interrupt these sequences, because they're generally pretty humorous. But you know, I'm sure I'll get in my own commentary in places. I'm sure I can manage to be not entirely superfluous other than being the honorary hero for sure. We'll see how this works out. I guess if just the raw footage of the game by itself, the like commentary for me is entertaining all of its own. I guess that's something nice in itself. So there we go, first Guardian down.
Oh, the sting of defeat. Your shepherd has trained you well.
Yeah, I did.
Mayhap, O brash youth, you yet imagine me but a flight of whimsy, an illusion, or dream?
Sort of, yeah.
I may assure you that it is not. Take heed, your life is in truest danger. Seek the top, Kai, and trust your shepherd. She is your only ally.
How did he know my name?
Because we told him. Anyway, you're 1/7 the way through. Congratulations.
Great. Listen, Naya, I need some answers here. Is my family safe? Is this all for a ransom, or...
I'm sorry, Kai. I don't know. Honest. Best to keep moving.
I just... Alright, up we go. Whoa, crystals.
Each floor of the tower has some unique characteristics. If it makes you feel better, you're quite close to the safe room. You should be able to get there without any encounters.
I'll need to fight eventually, won't I?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, what were you doing before the tower?
Why the sudden interest?
Just making conversation.
I'm a graduate student in electrical and computer engineering. I specialize in robotics and machine intelligence.
Like Skynet.
Right. Just like Skynet.
Where do you go to school?
University of Florida.
You're a gator.
I bleed orange and blue.
Lucky you.
And you? Is this a full-time thing, or do you have a 9 to 5?
This is a full-time thing.
Really? You people are kind of demanding.
You people. Racist.
I dislike whatever race fathered you, so yes, I'm a racist.
Bothered. Sexist. Alright, I've got some recipes for you.
The second key?
Among others. From now on, I'll be giving you an extra recipe per floor. It'll be a little harder to complete, but you'll get some extra benefits for your trouble.
Like what?
Go get 'em, Tiger.
Alright, so that was floor 1. So I think I will cut here and we'll pick up where we left off next time on floor 2. See you around.